Hey there you guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Marissa for those of you who may be new around here. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you a healthy and delicious and easy breakfast meal prep idea with you guys. And that is these veggie egg bites. Also, happy January, happy New Year. I hope that you guys had a wonderful holiday season, and I am so excited for this year. I have so many fun things planned, and we are just going to kick it off right at the beginning. So I just wanted to let you guys know before we go ahead and get into today's video, is that I have a brand new series up on my YouTube Shorts, and that is 60 days for weight loss without restrictive dieting. Right now we're in January, diets are all the rage. People still say that anymore, but there we go. I just said it, they're all the rage and everyone's talking about it, and you see commercials for different diet plans and all these different things. And I just wanna let you guys know that you can definitely lose weight without going on a restrictive diet. And I'm going to share with you guys really easy, simple steps to help you achieve that. And ultimately, feel good, feel confident, and reclaim your health. This is totally possible, and I am so excited for this series. So it is currently happening right now, so make sure that you go ahead and check it out. I also have merch that goes along with the series, and it is all available on my Etsy shop, and the link for that is down below in the description box. Okay, so for today's video, I have these delicious egg bites, and they are so easy to put together. They're gonna store really well, and they're gonna be perfect for those busy, hectic mornings when you don't have time to eat breakfast at home and you gotta take breakfast on the go, or you don't wanna, do a bunch of cooking and have like a bunch of cleanup like first thing in the morning, but you wanna have a healthy and delicious breakfast. This is also going to help save you lots and lots of money, because buying egg bites at a drive-through or frozen food or whatever, they're expensive, and they may also contain ingredients that are not optimal for your health. So when you are cooking them at home, you have complete control over what ingredients you're using, and it is a total win-win all around. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with today's video. Okay, so we're gonna start with some red onion, and I'm just gonna use about a half of a red onion. This is just some leftover that I had that I wanna use up. And we're going to just roughly chop it and try to make it pretty small in size, because nobody really wants to have a giant piece of onion in their egg bite. So just carefully go ahead and slice your onion. This is a bottle of thieves oil, and I find that when I have it like here on the cutting board open, I find that I don't tear up nearly as much. So I like it super, super small in size, but this is, based off of your preference. So if you don't mind it a little bit larger, you don't have to do this step. All right, good to go. So I'm just gonna push that off to the side. Next, we're gonna chop some bell pepper. I have a half of a green bell pepper that I wanted to use up. And then we're also going to chop up a little bit of this yellow one. You can use whatever color is your favorite. Just try to make them pretty small in size. Everything should be pretty small in size. And then we're gonna go ahead and saute this before we add it into our egg mixture. Okay, so that's done. Now we're gonna do our yellow. Open that up. Go ahead and remove these seeds. Just carefully slice it out. If you forget one or two of them in there, it's okay. It's not like the biggest deal in the world, but you don't really want them in there. And I'm just gonna use half. The next thing that we're going to chop is mushrooms. I love mushrooms, especially in eggs. And we're just gonna slice them in half. And then what I like to do is just thinly slice them. And they will kind of shrink a little bit as they cook when we saute them in the frying pan. And I used the stems too. I don't take them out. Use everything, nothing goes to waste. If you wanted to skip a step, you could just buy already sliced mushrooms, but I find that those mushrooms can be a little bit on the thicker side, and I like them, I guess, more thinly sliced, but totally up to you. There's not a wrong or right way here, because when you're in the kitchen, you're the boss. So now I'm going to put this in a bowl, and this is just to help me transfer it over to the stove. But we have one more thing that we need to chop. Okay, so I'm just gonna set that off to the side. Now, I like broccoli. Interestingly, so I went to a friend's house and we had breakfast for dinner, and in the omelet they had put in broccoli, and I thought that that was interesting. I had never really done that before, but you guys, it tasted so good. So I was like, dang, I gotta start doing this from now on. And now whenever I make an omelet or something, I will add in broccoli because it tastes so good in with the eggs. So I'm just trying to slice it. And then with the broccoli, we're not gonna saute it. What I prefer to do is I like to steam it a little bit. So we're gonna put it in a microwave safe dish and let it steam in the microwave. If you don't wanna use the microwave, you can totally do that, you know, in a steamer or on the stove. Okay, so I have a microwave dish, and I'm just gonna put the broccoli in here. I'm gonna put just a little bit of water in here as well, just to help it steam. And then I'm gonna put it in the microwave for about 3 minutes. Okay, don't mind my chicken soup in the background here. I gotta multitask, you guys, too much to do. All right, so frying pan, that was a little bit of avocado oil, and then go ahead and put this on like a medium high heat and let that get warm. And to test the frying pan, you could just throw one little piece in, and it's not sizzling, so it's not ready yet. So we're gonna wait just a little bit longer. Okay, so now we're going to put in all of our chopped vegetables except for the broccoli. And we're gonna let this saute until it starts to get slightly golden brown on the edges. And then go ahead and just put in a nice little dash of salt and some freshly ground black pepper. Give it a stir and let that saute. And this is what the vegetables should look like once they are all done. So now at this point, we are going to shut the flame off and let them cool. I'm gonna put them back in this bowl that I used to help transfer them from the cutting board. And we're gonna let them cool so that when we add them to the eggs, they don't like start to cook the eggs. Okay, I got the vegetables in the bowl. We're gonna let them cool. And while they're cooling, we're going to crack and scramble the eggs. So these are the eggs that I am using today. And we're going to use about 8 eggs. You could use more if you'd like. If you don't wanna meal prep like a big batch of this, you could use less. It's totally up to you. Again, you're in the kitchen, you're the chef, you're the boss. I love eggs. They are a great source of protein. They are packed with lots of nutrition. A lot of it is in the yolk, so don't be afraid to eat the yolk. Do not throw that away. Oops. Don't get any shells in there either. But don't throw the yolk away, you guys. Eat the yolk. It's okay. 2, 4, 5. Okay. 6. And 2 more. And last one. All right, good to go. Let me wash my hands, hang on. So since we have so many eggs, I'm gonna use a whisk to go ahead and just scramble them up. And then what you could do if you wanted to is you could add a little splash of milk. I don't have milk on hand right now, so I'm just gonna use a little bit of water. So just like that much, not a lot. And just go ahead and whisk this all together. And then with the vegetables, we're gonna go ahead and add them in now. Okay, so we have our broccoli. We're just gonna throw that in. And I'm just gonna do a little bit at a time just to kind of see the ratio of all the vegetables because I don't want it to be too much. And if I have leftover, then you could always put that with some rice, make a stir fry. You could do a lot of different things with that. So I think that that's plenty. So I'm gonna stop there and then I'll just use the rest for a stir fry or you could put that with pasta. You could do so many different things with that. Okay, so now at this point, we're gonna ladle this into a muffin tin. So let me go ahead and grab that. Okay, never easy. And one more thing before we deal with the muffin tin is I'm just gonna add in a little bit of extra pepper. We did season the vegetables, but I didn't season the broccoli and I haven't seasoned the eggs yet. So just a little dash of each salt and pepper right in there, give it a mix. And I'm not using meat or cheese. So if you were to use meat and cheese, that would add extra salt. But again, since I'm not, I just wanted to add a little bit in. That way it has wonderful flavor. Okay, so save yourself time, make it a little bit easy on you. We have to grease these so that the eggs don't stick. So this is 100% pure avocado oil spray. And this right here only has avocado oil in it. You'd be surprised, sometimes they have extra ingredients. I get this from Costco and it's so simple. And just go ahead and grease your muffin tin. Okay, good enough. All right, so now I'm gonna take the whisk out and you're gonna want to grab a ladle and we're gonna ladle about one into each muffin tin. Let me just scooch these out of the way. Okay. And if you accidentally put in too much, you can always spoon some out and give it to some, a different muffin tin part. I don't know what you call it, but you know what I mean. Okay, slight correction here. Go ahead and do like half a ladle. If you have a big ladle, do half a ladle. So I'm gonna spoon some out of the others and then redistribute a little bit. But I almost made it. This is definitely fixable. So just spoon it out from one to put it in another. And easy fix. Just make sure that everything is pretty evenly distributed. Okay, I think that's good. All right, and then I'm just gonna grab a tissue or a paper towel just to kind of clean the edges. It'll just make my life easier when I'm cleaning up later. Okay, so I just wipe around just in case there's any left over. And that's it. So now we're going to put this in a preheated oven and it's gonna be 350 degrees. So while those are baking in the oven, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up. Huge thing with cooking is just like clean as you go, because if you wait until like the very last second and you have all like a sink full of dishes, it's like, ugh, who wants to do that? So just go ahead and clean as you go. Makes it a lot more manageable and more enjoyable. You guys, I just took them out and they look so good. So what I did was I cooked them for 15 minutes and then I just used a wooden stick here to kind of test to see if they were still runny on the inside or if they were completely cooked, and also to kind of like peek around the edges and to see if they were golden brown, and both of those were good to go. So we are all set. I'm gonna take one out and we're gonna do a taste test. Look at how cute that is. Oh, it looks good. And very hot. So good. They taste nice and light, but they're packed with healthy protein. And it's a nice, easy way to get some vegetables in right at the beginning of the day. The mushrooms are nice, like if you're trying to kind of like cool off on like some of the red meat, like ham or bacon or something, the mushrooms have kind of like a more meaty texture, in my opinion. So that's why I love to add them into this. Okay, so what we're gonna do is allow these to cool completely. Then I'm going to put them in a Ziploc bag. You can also just use like a food storage container. And I'm going to put them in the freezer. And then each day, whenever you are looking for a quick breakfast on the go for a busy, hectic morning, or you just don't feel like cooking, go ahead and take one or two out and go ahead and microwave it and you're good to go. You have a nice, hearty and delicious and nutritious breakfast. All right, you guys, so that is how you make these delicious egg bites. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it and let me know by commenting down below. Also, make sure that you are subscribed so you can follow along and join my community. I post lots of healthy food ideas, recipes, meal prep ideas, and I'm also starting a brand new series on my YouTube Shorts, which is 60 days for weight loss without restrictive dieting. So I hope that you guys will hit the subscribe button, follow along, and I will see you guys in the next video. Remember that the time is now to get well, be well, and stay well. Bye.